When SG-1 stepped through the Stargate onto planet P4X-892, they expected a routine reconnaissance mission. The initial telemetry data from their planetary probe showed a quiet, empty landscape. But the moment the Stargate's blue event horizon snapped shut behind them, the air tore open. Plasma fire rained down on the clearing, immediately pinning Colonel O'Neill and his team behind a set of weathered stone obelisks. They were trapped in a highly coordinated ambush. Up on the elevated ridge, an entrenched garrison of ground troops poured heavy fire into the clearing, using unfamiliar, highly effective energy weapons. Escalating the threat from the sky, a pair of Goa'uld death gliders roared over the canopy, locking the team in a deadly crossfire. SG-1 is paralyzed. They can't push against the ridge, they can't reach the DHD, and interference blocks their radios. The ambush creates an inescapable crossfire. With their path to the gate blocked, and their cover disintegrating under aerial fire, the team is facing total elimination unless an unforeseen variable enters the fight. That variable arrives exactly as a death glider loops around for a lethal strafing run. A beam of brilliant blue energy streaks from the dense jungle canopy, striking the fighter dead center and vaporizing its wing in a fiery explosion. A group of humanoid figures emerges from the foliage to cover the team. They wear sleek, iridescent armor and carry long, rifle-like energy weapons that produce a distinct melodic hum. Under the heavy, suppressive fire of these newcomers, O'Neill orders the team to move out. They sprint from their cover into the dense undergrowth, navigating a labyrinth of subterranean tunnels, while the sounds of the battle fade to a muffled rumble above. To survive the kill zone, SG-1 had to make a drastic tactical choice: completely abandon the Stargate, their only known exit strategy, and place total trust in an unidentified alien military force. After an hour of frantic trekking, the claustrophobic tunnels open up, revealing a breathtaking sight: a sprawling, luminous subterranean metropolis built directly into the walls of a massive underground cavern. Here, they meet Commander Terran, the leader of the Valari. She explains that centuries ago, her people fought off enslavement by the Goa'uld system lord Bellis. They developed advanced weaponry to counter Goa'uld staff weapons and built this hidden city to survive. But victory came at a steep cost. The enemies pinning SG-1 down on the ridge are the Katau Jaffa, a fanatical, leftover garrison permanently stationed at the Stargate to enforce total planetary isolation. And the death gliders were just the vanguard. Bellis's massive pyramid mothership is currently breaking orbit to begin a full orbital bombardment of the planet. Valaris is an active prison world on the edge of annihilation. SG-1's mission has evolved. They have to break the blockade and escape before Bellis's fleet arrives to finish the job. The core problem remains: to escape, they must dial Earth. But the Stargate's dialing home device, or DHD, is sitting exposed in the clearing, completely surrounded by Jaffa guards. Carter's solution relies on Valari hardware. These portable power cores operate on a high-frequency light spectrum. She will manually splice a core into the DHD's crystal pathways. Forcing this energy through the Stargate network generates a localized electromagnetic pulse, short-circuiting Goa'uld weapons and targeting computers. The entire exfiltration strategy hinges on this single mechanical hack. They are turning an ancient communication device into a makeshift weapon to buy themselves exactly 90 seconds of technological silence. Execution requires a simultaneous, two-pronged approach. Phase 1 is the diversion. O'Neill and Terran lead a strike force to the edge of the tree line, launching a highly visible assault to draw the Jaffa's attention. Phase 2 is the hack. Using the chaos of the diversion, Carter, Daniel, and Teal'c sprint into the clearing, sliding into position next to the exposed DHD. Carter drops to her knees, tearing open the maintenance panel. Completely exposed to stray plasma fire, she rapidly splices wires and connects the glowing Valari power core to the console's crystals. The tension spikes as a recovering death glider spots the hacking team. The pilot realigns, diving straight down toward the DHD for a Weeble strafing run, just as Carter finishes the sequence. Carter slams two crystals together, and the pulse goes live. An invisible wave of electromagnetic energy whips across the clearing. The diving Death Glider's engines instantly sputter and die, sending the ship veering off to crash harmlessly into the tree line. Up on the ridge, the Jaffa's staff weapons immediately flicker out. This improvised combination of Valari technology and human engineering successfully neutralized the superior Goa'uld force, giving SG-1 the tactical opening they need. The 90-second window begins. With the enemy garrison temporarily defenseless, Carter rapidly punches the Earth coordinates into the dialing device. Chevron 7 locks into place. The Stargate erupts, the unstable vortex settling into a serene puddle of blue light to secure their extraction route. At the edge of the clearing, O'Neill yells for Terran to follow them through the gate, but with a fierce grin, she refuses, choosing to stay and lead the defense of her home against Bellis's incoming fleet. As the 90 seconds tick down and Jaffa staff weapons begin to reboot, O'Neill and Teal'c turn and dive backward through the shimmering event horizon. The gate snaps shut, leaving the Battle of Valaris behind. SG-1 barely survived a trap designed for their destruction, but their improvised escape forged a partnership with a technologically advanced ally for the wars to come.